Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sublime Sims, and today I'm going to be showing you how to live off the grid without sacrificing luxury and having a comfortable space. This is my sim Anisa, and she is currently living in Sulani off the grid because she actually used to be in a global girl group and she's decided to take a hiatus and reconnect with nature before she goes to debut as a soloist. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of her house, how I make it run successfully, and just a typical day in her life. This is Anisa's home, and like I said, I did not sacrifice luxury for this build. I like for my Sims to live a comfortable life most of the time, so this is where she's living. Let me show you too how to even make your home off the grid. So you're gonna go here to the venue info. Obviously this is a residential, and then you go to the traits. If you go over to lot challenges, that is where you're going to find off the grid. This lot is not connected to the utility grid, and most objects that use power or water will not function as expected. Can your sim survive without the comforts of plumbing and electricity? Natural living does have its advantages, such as no utility bills. I've also decided to couple this with simple living from cottage living. This lot requires ingredients to cook all recipes. Cooking with ingredients just makes food taste better. And then reduce and recycle from eco lifestyle. So these are the 3 challenges I'm using all together. For the actual traits, I have a natural well for the water, great soil since we're growing our food, and an eco lot to help it become green a little more quickly. This one is not as necessary, I just decided to add it for fun. A few things that I want to point out are if you want your house to still have power, you are definitely going to want to have these solar panels that come with eco lifestyle. I have a lot because this is a bigger house, but if you have a little tiny home or just something small, you don't need to have this many, and these things are expensive. Over to the side, you're also going to see that I have these over here. These are dew collectors. So this is how they're able to still have running water. And if they start to run low, they can walk right over here to the beach and gather some from the shore. Now over on the other side, I have 2 little sections. So they have a really big garden. I have fruits, veggies, herbs, and I'm currently waiting on oversized crops to come in. I decided to add a couple more water collectors because they were kind of like running out of water too much. I did also decide to add 2 bee boxes. This is not completely necessary. I just wanted to do it because they can store it in their pantry, and I believe these are from Seasons. On this side, I have goats and chickens for milk and eggs. Goats are part of the horse ranch pack, and then chickens are from cottage living. So every day they get so many eggs and bottles of milk from them. So when you first walk in the house, you see this fireplace right in the entryway. And then if you go over to the left, this brings you to all of the common areas, and it's a pretty open concept. So I have the dining area, we've got the living room right in front of that, and then I also have the kitchen in this like shared space. So I feel like everything just looks really nice and kind of earthy, which was the vibe I was going for. My Sims are actually originally from Tomarang, so I did try to include some little pieces of that as well. This house also has 2 bedrooms, but I'm using the second bedroom as like a meditation and yoga room since this is just my main sim and her boyfriend living here with no children. Then of course I have the bedroom with a really nice view of the beach, and this bedroom does have an ensuite bathroom attached. The last thing I want to show before I go into the live gameplay is I want to show you guys how to check your water and power usage. This really is something I only use when I'm living off the grid. You're going to open up your phone, go to the home tab, and show your bills information. So here you can see this is how much power they have in reserve. You can either sell this for simoleons or you can store it, to keep in case you start running low. I would recommend keeping it unless it's like really in excess and you know you're not going to use it. Water, I have a much smaller reserve, but they do still have one, so they're able to use all of their appliances and all of their plumbing normally right now. I'm having her gather some water really quick just to show you guys what it's like, and this gets added to their reserve. So anytime you want to do that, all you have to do is click the water and gather, but obviously she just did it, so we're not going to be able to get more right now. I do want to have her get dressed because I'm going to show you guys kind of her routine with her crops and like her animals that she has. It's definitely hot today, so let's put her hot weather clothes on. Now, back over this way on her home lot, what I normally like to do at the start of the day is tend the garden and take care of the animals. I'm going to have her boyfriend here, Kieran, spread some food out for the chickens and collect our eggs. It doesn't look like we need to clean it today, so that's kind of nice. Now with the mini goats, you have to do this one by one with the milking and making sure that they're clean. So I'm going to have him milk all of them. Little pro tip, if you have these fenced in, make sure that you lock it because they will wander around and they can also run away. Okay, Anisa's made it back over here. So let's see what's going on with our plants. It doesn't look like they need any water. So what I like to do is just harvest like a couple of each thing. We'll harvest bell peppers, maybe some of this taro root. And what is this? Basil. I have basil and like another one, I think. Maybe it's parsley somewhere. Wait, do these need water? Okay, I don't know why those look kind of fried compared to the rest, but we're just going to harvest one basil plant and one plantain plant, and then the rest she's just going to sell. Back over here with the animals, I'm having Kieran go ahead and clean up the goats because he did already collect the milk and get the eggs. We only have one egg somehow. Okay, not him fainting. And then we did get 8 bottles of milk. Now, they do kind of have a lot of milk already, so I'm not sure if I'm going to actually hold on to this or not, but for now, I'm just going to keep it in his inventory. One thing I just realized I forgot to show is that they have this little pantry tucked away off of the kitchen. So they have things in here like sugar, oats, flour, and then lots of canned goods to keep on hand, like vegetable stock, tomato sauce, custard, and a few more. If I put these walls down, there's another shelf over here too where they even have like this cheese and some salt. So they have like a nice little pantry going, and this is just where I'm putting any non-perishables. Most of this stuff is not using any kind of mod or anything. Canning actually comes with cottage living. But if you do play on PC and you want a mod, I have this from Granny's cookbook, and it pretty much allows you to make things like ingredients, which is how I made the salt and the oats, or you can also do things like baking bread, and they do give you some extra canning recipes. I feel a little bit bad because I did not realize that her cat was just over here starving. So this is Nori, you guys, her little pet cat. It looks like they just became friends actually because of that. So I wanted to show y'all what it looks like since I do have the simple living lot trait enacted right now. If we have her serve lunch, it looks like this is all she can make, which is, oh wait, what about this one? So this one she has all of the ingredients for. These other ones I believe are actually just from the pressure cooker. So I think we should have her make some tofu pad thai. But if we were just to go, like, let's say we go to the cook tab, a lot of recipes might be blacked out because, yeah, like all of these, we don't have the ingredients for. And normally you could still make these things, but we would have to buy the ingredients or like get them from our garden if it's something that you can grow. So it is definitely a little more challenging this way, but I feel like that kind of makes it fun. And if your Sims do garden, it really gives you more of a purpose to garden other than just like having extra money. The pad thai is ready, and apparently just in time because they just had a bunch of people show up at their door. I've called to inform you that period. Yep, go ahead and run me my money. If you ever get that pop-up, make sure you select under what conditions for free money. I guess we could have her invite her neighbors in because she did just cook, so maybe they can all sit down and have a meal together. They also didn't show up empty-handed. They did bring some kava. Okay, apparently the pad thai is really spicy because they all literally have flames coming out of their mouth. Okay, these two are from Tomarang. They should be prepared for this. The sun is setting, and I think the welcome wagon is going to be leaving soon, so I decided to send my Sims to go fishing. Since they have the simple living lot trait, I do try to have like at least a couple of fish on hand just so that they can cook more meals. I really recommend like definitely making sure that you're sending your Sims to do things like fishing and gathering water like pretty routinely if you plan to use these lot traits, because it is so annoying whenever you go to cook something and you don't have what you need, or you go to take a shower and you don't have enough water. Okay, so the fish were a little too crafty in the area she was in earlier, and she wasn't catching any fish. So I decided to have her get on her kayak instead and try to catch some fish this way. But I hope this video was helpful with how to start living off the grid and having all of your own ingredients for your meals. I think this is a really fun way to play when you just want to take a break from your usual gameplay. You want a little bit of a challenge, and especially if you have Sims that are just super outdoorsy, this is kind of the perfect gameplay for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment to let me know what you thought or if you have any questions. Thanks again so much for watching.